This is the Barn Boys chapter. Conker's Bad Fur Day, the first real level of the game. Where we actually get into how it controls, how it looks and plays, how it presents its gameplay loop. And there, more or less, is the barn. This is a weird looking barn. Very slapped together. They really had to make a level out of this thing, and they went to town in this introductory level.
I say, little fella, you better get this fat-ass bitch off of my back pronto.
Gee, so many people around here want me to solve their problems. What are you gonna do for me, then?
I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. You get rid of that freaking mouse critter, and maybe I'll help you out. Just maybe. Oh, just one more thing. I say, just one more thing. You might run into my friend, Bird. Just mention my name, Jack, and everything'll be just dandy.
Okay. Look for another block called Bert. There. If you touch the rat's excrement, Conker vomits. Doesn't take any damage, though. Just throws up until the fart cloud dissipates. So here's some more blocks. Surely this is where we're going to meet the block friend. It only makes sense. Those are the block enemies. Here's a block friend.
You must be Bert.
I'm Bert.
Jack sent me.
I'm opening the gate for you here, and you can get on with what is everything you're trying to do.
That's all you do? Great.
I'm glad that's all he does. The less I hear a Bert, the better. Now, knock down some cheese.
Hey, hold still.
Clearly, a rat is going to be pretty fond of cheese. We can barely squeeze around these bouncing blocks, which is good, because I can't jump right now. No platforming allowed in this platformer.
That was nice! Ooh, I'd like another though, if that's okay.
That's how you really know it's a platformer. The rule of threes. Gotta repeat this a few times. Basically, everything in this game has to be done at least 3 times, sometimes more. Hitbox on our frying pan is absurd. I think the problem is that the pan itself is much larger than it ought to be. I got hit by the corner of the bouncing block. Tragically. These are things you prepare for when you play Conker. Banjo-Kazooie had a lot of clunkiness, and this is exponentially clunkier than Banjo-Kazooie. If they're jumping towards you, you can always scoot underneath. But if they're jumping away, you gotta go around the side. And there are some spots where you are not allowed to go around the side.
Marvelous! One more should just about do it.
He's complicit in his own destruction, this brat. Camera, please keep up with me. Just got one more loop to make. The terrified cheese will be left alone. I can't believe I didn't get smashed. Really thought I was going to. I found a tiny crevice. to duck into at the last second. So we're fine. We made it.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh no! I think I've had too much!
I couldn't have lasted a moment longer there. Thank you very much, Mr. Squirrel. Now, there's something real neat inside that barn. You just gotta get in there, Sonny.
Still follows cartoon logic. Just itchy and scratchy cartoon logic. And leaves behind a farting corpse. So now we can platform our way above the barn. If we'd explored the whole level, we would have learned that the barn is inaccessible from every single direction. Until we press this button. Removes the bar from the door. And someone left cash up here.
You want some great stuff?
Yeah, I think the round's on me. I'm gonna get tanked tonight.
Same as every night. One-track mind on Conker. I jumped a little too far. Fall damage is brutal in this game. This game is intended for adults, and the difficulty tends to be balanced for such purposes. Any fall can kill you. Pretty sure this is not intended, but you can barely sneak over that fence. Get you to the door we opened.
Hey, you over there.
Huh?
Yeah, you. Apparently there's something real neat inside this barn. I can't quite see it myself. Unless, of course, some guy's jumping around stinking a horse poo's real neat. Which, of course, it isn't.
This is pretty neat.
Hey, Frankie! I think there's a little fellow over there. He's just coming in through the door. I think it's your turn to kick us. Is it your turn? Is it his turn?
Yeah, I say it was his turn. Yeah, Frankie, go and kick his ass. Go on, kick his ass.
I ain't kicking it, but it's always my turn to kick their asses. Frank, just get over there and kick his ass, Frank, for sake.
Yeah, go over there, kick his ass. Somebody's gotta kick his ass. It ain't gonna be me. I'm a boss. Yeah, you don't kick ass.
But I'm a paint pot anyway. I'm a paint pot. Go kick his ass. Okay, I'll kick his ass. I'm not going over there. He can come over here. Okay. Hey, here he comes. Quick. Just keep still.
Someone thought the talking paint can was really funny, so we're gonna hear a lot out of that thing. It's like another switch. Not functional at the moment. For unknown reasons. For some reason, we just got locked in here. With the hay bales, they don't want to kill us. They just want to inconvenience us by not allowing us to leave. These things want to kill us.
What the damn diddly squat are you doing in my barn?
Well, I never. It's a talking pitchfork.
Not from around here, are you, boy?
No, I'm from the 21st century.
I don't rightly recollect liking your type. Therefore, I conclude that I was gonna kick your butt all around this barn like there's no tomorrow. I was gonna stick my big fork right in yours.
Were your parents related, like before they were married?
Right, that's it. I was gonna give you a whooping. Here we go.
There we go. So, by sheer coincidence, the pitchfork has been selected to attack us and is the exact tool we need to defeat our captors. Pitchfork will inadvertently impale the hay bales, destroying them. Once they're all dead, we will be all set. Of course, it can also hit me, but using the helicopter tail, it is pretty easy to avoid. Close one. Almost spoke too soon. What's hard is, like, getting the pitchfork to fire in the correct direction of the hay bales. But there we go. That's all the hay bales, so he gives up.
I've seen some kicking ass in my time, and that is the shittest, crappiest, kick-ass I've ever seen.
Yeah, that was pretty crap. As kicking ass goes, it was abysmal, and you is a bastard, stupid bastard. Isn't he? Yeah.
Yeah, he sure is. So, what are you gonna do now? Kill yourself? Because that's what I recommend.
Yeah, you should kill yourself. And Matt, we got a rope right here. And we got a rope.
Yeah, we got a rope. There you go.
What kind of friends are you? In that case, I is gonna kill myself. I'm gonna kill myself right now. That's all there is to it. You.
What are you doing? You stupid bastard.
He hasn't even got a neck. Yeah, look at you up there hanging there. You stupid bastard. He ain't got a neck, are you? He ain't got a neck, has he?
I already said that. Shut up.
Oh, okay. I don't believe this. I don't appear to have a neck of any description. In fact, I ain't got an esophagus. Oh, diddle die damn. I was gonna be up here for some time.
Suicide jokes. That's comedy suicide jokes, I guess. This level has a few of those tasteless jokes that might cross some lines for some people. But hey, the eyeballs and the hay bales are still where we left them. And we can smush them. It's honestly really satisfying. I think that was the last one left. Ah, well. The rafters of this place were quite the party scene until just now. We had a drunk king up there. And that's not all.
And so, my nemesis is defeated. Yes, it's me again. Right, time to wander around aimlessly. Move.
Freed the ultimate hay bale, and it's not our problem. I got a king to deal with.
Hey, buddy, you spare me a dime. Hey, buddy, don't ignore me. Oh, they always ignore me. Hey!
What do you want?
You know, in my own country, I'm a king.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that bitch threw me out. Apparently, the hive keeps getting stolen. Well, I don't care. I couldn't fit in the thing anyway. You seen how fat she is? Bitch. Now I'm reduced to the states of a bum.
Well, yeah, anyway, yeah, I gotta go now.
You're like the rest of them. I ain't gonna tell you about the big-breasted babe then.
The big what?
Thought that might have got your attention.
She's lovely. That's why the wife kicked me out. Ugh. All I want to do is pollinate her. Oh, she's got stigmas like you wouldn't believe.
What do you mean? I thought you said you had big...
Yeah, over there, behind us.
Hang on a second. Breast. But she's a sunflower.
Yeah, what did you expect her to be? She's a sunflower with big breasts. I'm a bee. Stupid bastard.
Okay, I'd like to get friends now.
Sorry. You gotta help me out, buddy. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Well, what's in it for me?
Cash?
That'll do. But I thought you were begging.
Yeah.
It's their only explanation. If we save the destitute king, he's gonna give us money. Somehow. Actually, the money is already up there in that crevice above the big-breasted sunflower. One of the most famous characters from this game.
Hey, can you help me out here? There's a guy over there, he said he wants to... something to do with stigmas. Not quite sure. Pollinate you? Sounds a bit strange, but...
Go away. Ooh, that big tail of yours is far too tickly.
No, you don't understand. Hey...
Get that big, long, hairy tail away from me.
I'll suit yourself then.
Be like that.
Be like that, eh? Clearly, bees are the solution. Uh-oh. Don't want to go down here. And it is surprisingly difficult to get out, but I think... There we go. We've seen more bees than just the king, and the queen for that matter. It's also these guys.
Hi, guys. Oh, no. What are you doing? I'm tickled. Stop it. Tickly bee. You're pacifist. And you only like to tickle people. Ticklish flowers. Like sunflowers, maybe? I think I got a plan.
Adorable 2D tickle bees. This game is severely bee-themed, and I like that about it. We've actually seen a lot of bugs, and we're going to see a lot more. This game likes to be gross, and it thinks bugs are gross. So we need, of course, many swarms of bees to solve our problem. One is not enough. Let's just keep climbing higher and higher. I don't care for this particular swarm of bees. How do they even get up here? But all the way up here, near the water, with our vision obscured, we must carefully walk along the edges here to get that swarm of bees.
Come on, this way.
So we need every single swarm. Also, we can sort of see every single level in the game. It'll be easier when I don't have the sprites buzzing around my head. Obviously, we'll be coming back here, because there is much more to do, and I don't want to do it while I have these bees. This segment is extremely hard to do if your analog stick isn't absolutely perfect. And there is no such thing as a perfect N64 analog stick. Apparently a third-party controller maker, Ori, nowadays, makes pretty good
Come on, this way.
analog sticks on their N64 controllers.
Yeah. This way.
but I'm using a legitimate N64 controller.
Come on. Yep.
That's all I got. And it is super loose. It's a very, very loose control stick.
This way.
It honestly feels broken. But it works. Barely.
Come on. Yep.
So that's 4 swarms of bees. Clearly not enough.
This way.
But I don't want to risk touching the water. Because if you touch water,
Come on. This way.
you've seen a cartoon, bees are afraid of water. All the bees will disperse.
Yep.
But
This way.
there's this very shallow water. Try and fly my way across. I did it. It's a miracle. That is every swarm of bees. The first time I ever saw this game, it was a playthrough performed on an emulator. The N64 does not emulate very well, and all of the bee sprites were drawn through and over the polygons. So you could see them from anywhere in the level, and it was very distracting and kind of cheating.
There you go. She's all yours.
Thanks very much. I'm going in. Wish me luck, fella. Cheers, little fella. I feel like a new man.
So do I. Conker, honey, fancy going for a bounce?
A bounce. Okay. Now this is what I call a platform game.
Not your best line read there, Conker, but yeah, that's one of the more famous moments. Old Conker's BFD.
Hey! Somebody get me!
Unfortunately, the reward is extremely hard to use.
Hey, over here!
Kind of notoriously hard to use, actually.
Hey!
Help me out here.
Somebody over here!
We have to bounce twice
Over here.
on the sunflower boobs.
Hey!
And even getting one is not easy.
Somebody over
We can't change the camera angle.
Somebody get
The perspective is not ideal for gauging depth.
over here!
That's how it's done. It didn't work though.
Hey, over here! Hey, what about me? Hey! Hey! Somebody get me! Hey, over here! Hey!
That's finally how it's done. $10.
Hey, I'm here. Hurry up. Pick me up, shithead.
Excellent. Jetpacks and butlers. Here we come.
And I get owned by the bunny. Ah, well. No more titty trampoline. Someone had to say it. At least there's that. No, the crate's getting away. Well, that's the shortcut up to that gate there. But there is an alternate route. It's faster than waiting for the wooden crate to get back into position. And there we go. Censoring characters whose voices are just a series of squeaks. That's a commitment to the bit. Close one. Barely got my flamethrower out in time. And it is much easier to just avoid doing the tightrope walk using the helicopter tail. No camera controls here, but we made it. We're in the rafters. We can save the suicidal pitchfork. Eventually, there we go. It's supposed to dodge the knives.
This is gonna hurt.
There we go. We saved the day. For one creature.
What'd you do that for? Dumb shit.
Yeah, dumb shit. Yeah.
Why is it you have to repeat everything I say?
I don't repeat everything. Do I?
Yes, you do, actually.
Oh, sorry.
What? Thank you, Mr. Squirrel. I was hanging up there by my pretty little neck. It was like one of them executions you hears about.
Yeah. Anyway, what are we gonna do about this guy over here?
Well, what do you want to do about it? I'll do anything for you, because you is my bestest buddy in the whole wide world.
Just a sec. Hey, what are you doing? Get off me! So, what exactly did you have in mind?
Well, now, just hop on the back here, and we's gonna go for a ride.
Yeah, okay, but don't get any funny ideas now. This is purely a means to an end.
Well, I don't know what you're talking about.
There we go. There's one of the gay panic jokes that I'm not fond of at all. But apparently, one of the darkest jokes in the game had to be changed. I've heard, I can't confirm this, but I've heard that during the joke where Conker looks over and he sees these guys in black hoods as the executioners, those were supposed to be white hoods. And they were supposed to be a different sort of executioner underneath our lynched pitchfork. Very dark joke. Of all the things that didn't get censored in this game, kind of surprising that would. It does speak poorly of American history. Not that British people would really care. Uh-oh. I'm in a very bad spot. Had to show off getting hit at least once. I'm probably gonna get hit more times than that. Your window of opportunity to attack is very, very, very small. Our attack is much slower than that of the hay bale. And it goes right for you, no matter where you are. That wasn't even fair. So we'll get some more chocolate. Hope that's chocolate. We are in a barn that stinks of horse poo. Big whiff, but I had a second chance, and I'm surprised that counted. You hadn't noticed before that this game likes movie references. There's a Terminator reference. For no discernible reason. And there have been plenty more I didn't bother to point out. Clockwork Orange in the opening cutscene. Others. And many more to come. Collect them all. Gotcha.
Ow, I think I hurt my leg. Oh, no.
What's up, little squirrel fella? We showed him, didn't we? Yeah, that was a piece of cake.
Yeah, it was actually. That makes a change. I don't think I like the sound of that music.
I don't think I like the sound of that music either.
Susie 9mm.
I'm right here, sweetie pie. You just tell me where to shoot.
Legally distinct Terminator music, or our legally distinct Terminator. I just need to find a spot on the map. This'll do. Not quite. Parker actually will walk very slowly. He's got a twisted ankle or something. But our pitchfork will come to us. Our loyal steed. We just gotta make this guy blow a hole in the pipe and then short circuit himself. Which doesn't hurt us. All that electricity spraying everywhere. That's good for us. And then we just hit the do not push button with a context sensitive button. Jump up at the exact moment that the robot rotates towards us. And of course, repeat. Repeat is the most important step. It's just like washing your hair. Lather, rinse, repeat. Always repeat. Plenty of time to get snacks while waiting for the robot to come electrocute himself. He's electrocuted. Guess I can't have all my snacks. Missed the first loop, but we get a second one. And if we miss the entire cycle, and he spins around twice, then he just goes back to the center, and then he will approach the water again, and short-circuit himself again. Not a big deal. Gotten hit in almost every cycle, but we're almost done anyway. Plenty of opportunities to heal back up. I don't know what it's even going to try to do to me here. It has no arms anymore. Feel like I should have got that one, but second chance. Barely made it.
We definitely showed him that time. Hey, Frankie! Frankie! Where's he gone? Oh, no.
Mr. Squirrel.
I think I'm a goner.
You don't look too good. You may be alright.
What do you mean, all right? Look at me. I'm broken in two. I'm just firewood from now. They'll be using me as toothpicks before you know it.
No, you'll be alright. Come on.
What are you gonna do?
Well, I got an idea. Okay, let's see. Hey, hold still. There you go. Good as new.
Well, it kind of feels all right. It ain't so bad after all. What do you think?
Yeah, it looks great.
What do you mean?
That looks great.
You know, thank you, Mr. Squirrel. I think that of all the people in the world I've ever met, you has got to be the most generous, kindest, nicest, loveliest guy.
Okay, yeah, no need to get sentimental. Anyway, we've got to find a way out of here now.
Yeah, you could be right.
Yep, just typical.
Oh, anyway, Mr. Squirrel, I've got to go. See ya.
Oh. Oh, well, suppose I'd better start swimming. Don't like the look of those wires. Better be quick.
No idea where the pitchfork's going, but we are suffering consequences for blowing open all these pipes. We can climb to safety, but the water level will keep rising. So the relative difficulty of aiming is now a matter of life or death. I think there's another one, yeah, right there. And it is really hard to hit once it gets totally submerged. That was actually a bit of a close one. Obviously, if the water is electrified, we cannot go to this second ladder that we need to climb up. Now the water pours in double time, so we gotta do it even faster. Faster than that. And from a much greater distance. Still no on-screen indicator of where our knives are going. So this sniper shot is really quite a challenge. There we go. That can't possibly be it. Got that one in one, though. Nice and close. Now the room floods the rest of the way, and that is actually good for us. Because the exit is somewhere over here, above us. Now we just wait, tread water in our floaties, and escape. Fortunately, the water stops before it floods the next room and the rest of the world. That segment can be a gigantic pain. Really could have gone either way this time, even. But I tend not to struggle with it too badly. Here's the guy whose book we puked on earlier. He's still not too thrilled about us disrupting his reading. But he ain't gonna do anything about it but hiss at us.
Here I am, you greedy bastard.
He also provides a convenient springboard.
Me, actually.
Very timely reference in the year 2000. Actually, I'm pretty sure that was a dead joke even then. So we are in an area that I haven't seen yet, but I could have come here a while ago. This is the far side of the roof of the barn. And it is fairly easy to get here without going through the entire barn boss fight. but not very fruitful to get here. All that water we dumped out came from somewhere. We might remember where it came from. This cycle is ridiculously tight. This Conker climbs very slowly. But the pool down below has been drained. That's going to give us opportunities to do stuff once we climb a preposterous height. And these are all future landmarks. Stuff we're going to see later on. Or perhaps have already seen. There's the King's Castle behind Conker's cracked out head. Big tower, a giant beehive. I guess that's a giant wasp's nest, though, because that's where the wasps came from after stealing the beehive of the king and queen of the bees. Very important distinction. Wasps and bees are not as similar as you think. Although they are pretty similar. They're both apids. Careful, this is another one where you could analog yourself right off the edge. And there's no safety. If you fall, you gotta climb all the way back up after you die and respawn. So Conker's just gonna do some littering while I brace myself to do this. Conker can transform into an anvil. Little known fact. But inanimate object TF is one of his skills, so long as he is within a mile above a context-sensitive pad. Pretty sure the ladder down is over here. If I fell and died, it wouldn't be a big deal. See? Not a big deal at all. There's Conker's still beating heart, removed from his body. The deaths are extremely violent and extremely satisfying and cool for the most part as well. So I'm kind of glad I got to show that off. Cost me one of my tails. I don't have many. What can I do about that? Why, there's another one now. I almost died trying to get it. So you cannot walk around that corner. But there we go. Replacement tail. In the most inconvenient location I can imagine. Getting off that building is such a pain. Such a literal pain. And here we go. Down in the muck. And there's the final cash pickup.
Oh, another wise guy. Come on, then.
Cool. I'm gonna have that gold card before you know it.
The cash pickups are worth different amounts throughout the game, I believe. Someone can correct me if I'm wrong, but there are definitely times when cash pickups are of greater value than the $10 we got from the Queen back in the first area. But there we go, that is the entire Barn Boys level completed. We fought a giant hay robot and bounced on sunflower boobs for a really, really, really long time. Obviously, I'm going to cut that down in the finished video. Back to Windy is what this area is called. The nice, safe hub area that will still gladly kill us. In fact, this hub area is itself a level.
Oh, cack.
A very famous level. Probably as famous as the sunflower. So, we'll see that next time. The world famous shit level of Conker's Bad Fur Day. For now, this is the area we have brought peace to. And over that way. Henceforth, we will observe the Xbox version. I guess in the future I can, like, stream the Xbox version. But for now I have pre-recorded it. We made $500. Click to the main menu. And we have completed Barn Boys. All these wonderful memories. Now over to Live and Reloaded, where we can take a more nuanced look at how combat works using the enemies they added. When you have the weapon drawn, if you just hammer the attack button as quickly as possible, you'll just do the first strike in your combo over and over again, and slowly enough to give your opponent time to retaliate. Whereas if you time a second hit right as the first hit ends, you'll do a second hit in the combo, which deals significantly increased damage, and then time a third hit after that, and you'll do a full combo which is guaranteed to kill your target without you taking any damage yourself. Important to master that or you will die in basic combat against all the gremlins. These bouncing blocks take up a significantly smaller portion of the pathway where you have to escort the cheese, so they are much easier to skirt around. You never have to slow down in the slightest. No challenge whatsoever throughout this whole segment.
Ooh, I'd like another though, if that's okay.
The burp and fart clouds that Marvin leaves behind no longer cause Conker to vomit if you walk through them either. Now here in the barn, they added green stink clouds every time the bales of hay bounce around. And over in the corner, you may have spotted it already, there's a steaming bucket of manure. All to justify Conker's line about how the place stinks of horse poo. Delightful. Had to show off some of the eyeball stomping. You can also kick the eyeballs around like soccer balls, if you're so inclined. Walk into them to make them bounce, jump on them to make them burst. A good time had by all. And the puddles of vitreous humor last for quite a while on the floor as well. Immensely satisfying. When we're collecting the tickle bees, they added a counter in the corner to let you know how many you have and how many you need. And, down near the gate that we're going to open much later, they've moved one of the swarms. That is the swarm that is supposed to be on top of the bucket of water that we're going to drain much later. That bee location was the hardest to reach, and now it's one of the easier ones to reach, just a little difficult to find. And over here near the cheese corral, we can see the walls are actually made of cheese, and the bees over here are just hanging out on the ground level, right in the center of the corral. No climbing required. So now, of course, we gotta rewatch this legendary cutscene in its full high-resolution glory.
There you go. She's all yours.
Get ready to enjoy the king's redesign, with wrinkles all over his face and nasty boils on his hands and feet. The apiary monarchy looks especially nasty in this game. You'd almost think these British developers didn't appreciate monarchs or something. And with his business done,
Cheers, little fella. I feel like a new...
he'll be on his way.
So do I.
We can see that the sunflower is supposed to be wearing, like, clothes made out of leaves, but her nipples still protrude through her leaf shirt. Now our prize/punishment, the platforming segment. Got it in one. It's made so easy in this game that I actually jumped back down, effortlessly landed in the same spot, bounced back up, and did it twice in a row. It is effortless. They bounce you right where you need to go. Now here's our last chance to look at the paint pot and other tools in the barn, yelling and swearing at each other.
Do I?
Yes, you do, actually.
Oh, sorry.
Can't forget the pitchfork too. All three of them moderately redesigned, both in their default costumes and in their executioner costumes. For the worse in that case. Speaking of for the worse, here is perhaps the most famous change in all of Live and Reloaded.
Fuck you, asshole.
Additional censorship bleeps have been added throughout the dialogue. They're rather infrequent. That was the only one I was able to find in this entire chapter, but they do appear throughout the game. They are very poorly liked by fans of Conker. As the hay bot smashes the ground, you can see the ground shatter, which was an effect that was present in the N64, but it's much more clear and pronounced in this version. Another change for the worse, the button no longer says do not push, it's just a generic targeting reticle. Weird choice there, just ruined a free joke they had. But speaking of targeting reticles, they added them to these first-person shooter segments, which makes it way easier to hit targets on your first attempt. They also added one of these gremlins to the ladder climb near the end of the level. Best avoided. But they also made it so that Conker's head swivels towards any threatening wasps in the area, so you can avoid them more easily, and they gave you full camera controls, where the camera was locked on the N64. Making the ascent easier. However, the camera controls also make it clear that the environment has been changed. No longer can you see all of the landmarks that are present throughout the entire game world. Many areas that we will explore later on. Nope, just generic green hills as far as the eye can see. I'm as disappointed as you are. And finally, here in the underground tunnel that we finally unlocked, they added creepy doll monsters. Just sentient porcelain monstrosities that have absolutely no business being here. They are legitimately transplanted from a later level in the game. But they're there, and they're threatening and aggressive. Additional wandering monsters will be omnipresent throughout most of the rest of the game, and as noted, there will occasionally be additional instances of censorship, which is especially notorious because this was initially going to be released as Conker Live and Uncut, and the idea was the game would be fully uncensored. But at some point they chickened out and added extra censorship for no discernible reason. You can unlock uncensored voice clips in multiplayer modes only if you beat the entire game, which is small consolation for many players. It so happens that profanity is the least of what makes this game disgusting and offensive. Tune in next time for an entire level themed around feces.